Chat, 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 chat. Does anybody know what day it is? Anybody? Hump Day! That's too much fun. I don't care. How is everybody? Welcome into the Wednesday stream. Love the thumbnail. Thank you, Brooke. Hit like first thing. You the man, Brooke. 1st of May. Yes, also Star Wars week this week. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure out, like, something extra special for Saturday night, because that's actually May the 4th. Be with us. So I have to attempt to engage what little creativity I have in my body and figure something out. I'll have to ask people. There's just no way around it. I'll have to ask for ideas. Doing all right. Finish some stuff at work. Excited for the breakdown. Also watch Rob's vid on OZT. Pretty interesting, but so much detail. Oh, yeah. No, Rob does not. I mean, he does summarize to a point. But he is still very detail-oriented. That is, yes. But we have much to discuss this evening. The Bad Batch is finally over. And we are going to talk about the finale. Tough shit, Justin. And then a couple of Marvel actors had some stuff to say in a Variety article. That was pretty fun. And of course, the real juice, the real gas, the real fire. That freaking episode of X-Men 97. How is this show this good? But that's what's on the agenda for this evening. So go ahead and do that thing. Grab your sip. Hit your smoke. And relax. Because we're about to do this midweek thing, baby. Hello. How is everybody tonight? Welcome to this fairly new still midweek stream on Hump Day evening. How's everybody's week so far? Had a reasonably decent week. How about you guys? Work going okay? Anything fun? Honestly, kind of wish they released all the episodes at once, since each episode ends on a huge cliffhanger and I just want to watch more. Well, when a show is this good, that is never going to happen because they need the views, the buzz from week to week, and people not canceling their subscription. Now, they were smart enough to drop Echo all at once. There's a few other shows they probably should have dropped all at once. But it is what it is. Yeah, that Blackbird is dope. And that action was dope as well. Very much so. Pardon. Yeah, you frickin'. All right. So what? So what? Okay, sorry. Moment. Well, I suppose we can just dive right in as long as everyone has hit yield like button. So far, so good. Booyah. Oh, whoops. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we got a glimpse of that dude after a certain event happened, which we will be talking about later. So, let's get it done and over with because this is probably going to be the least popular thing to talk about this evening. Although, after tonight, we won't be talking about it again. Ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Because today was the series finale of The Bad Batch. Has anybody watched the finale of The Bad Batch? Other than myself. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Well, I'll tell you. I thought it was a pretty darn good episode. Tied things off nicely. Did some very cool stuff. I will say, however, as much as I enjoyed it, I was hoping for and actually thought they would go even bigger than they did. Honestly. Like I was half expecting basically a recreation of the Clone Rebellion and a much bigger battle at Tantus and a lot more individuals being unalived. But they chose to go a different route, and you know what? It was still a good route. It's always fun to watch the Zillow Beast trash things. I must say, I very much enjoyed Rampart's ending. That was pretty cool. Him all thinking he was about to get all slick and blackmaily and do some extortion, and then no. 'twas not to be. What was to be was Nala Se. Is it Nala Se? Yeah, because it's Lamasu and Nala Se. Yeah. Nala Se and her thermal detonator, which was perfectly timed. Because right after he capped her, it rolled up to his toe and kablooey, gone. Wish we got to know more about those mysterious elite troopers, one of which everyone thought was potentially tech. Yeah. I mean, I really don't know how much more they could get into. I mean, they showed us the chamber where they were conditioned. I mean, we saw where they keep them between missions. We know they have all kinds of fun weapons. Was it just me, or were those energy swords very, I'm going to say it, Rebel Moon-like? Anyone else notice that, Shiz? At least they were Rebel Moon-like in terms of some of the visual effects. The Rebel Moon, aren't the Rebel Moon ones solid with plasma around them? I'm already having trouble remembering, but there's reasons for that. I still blame most of that on Netflix, though, honestly. The scuttlebutt on that shiz is a combination of two things. Netflix had to have their shorter, lower rated, 4-quadrant film, plural. And so they got it, and it ended up absolutely hacking the ever-loving shit out of the story. Not to mention that this is not confirmed by any stretch of the imagination, but word has gone around that since Netflix was going to hack his shit up so bad that Zach didn't give them any of his favorite shots. He saved all of his favorite shots for his own extended cuts, which we will be seeing in a couple of months, I think. Is it July or is it August on that? I don't remember. Yeah, so first Netflix fucking around, and then Zach fucking around with Netflix even more. Being kind of petty, but it's my kind of petty. So, yeah, I think the 3-hour hogs that we're getting this summer are going to be much better. But if they're not, if it was more than just Netflix, A, I'll be disappointed as fuck, and B, I will have to shit upon it for being disappointing as fuck. Did kind of remind you of Rebel Moonbrook. Energy swords that those elite troopers carried were pretty good. Yeah, I mean they were doing the damage and animation that lightsabers should have been doing in live action, but haven't been for a while. I mean, let's face it. Lucasfilm or Marvel right now, animation is dominating live action, and it's not even close. We're talking curb stomping it right now. Now, that could very easily change, at least on the Marvel side, come July 26th. Whoops. I need to figure out a new place for this fucking thing. But yeah, come July 26th, Marvel live action might be right back where it needs to be, at least till next year, with Deadpool and Wolverine. Live action could make at least a temporary comeback, and we'll see what else they'll be coming up with. We still are getting Tales of the Empire for sure, but I would think they would have something cooking to replace the Bad Batch with. I mean, when they bought the thing, they gave us a final season of Clone Wars, season 7. And then they gave us the Bad Batch right off the heels of Order 66 and basically right off the heels of Clone Wars. And what's next? What are they going to give us next outside of the 6 shorts we get on Saturday called Tales of the Empire, which I am very much looking forward to, by the way. I am hyped for that because, well, Tales of the Jedi was pretty damn good. Griff, what's going on, man? We're getting the Bad Batch talk out of the way before Justin gets here. But, yeah, they got to have something in the pipe. I'm just wondering, I really want to know what I want to know what it is, but literally no one is talking about it. Nobody. The only real Star Wars news we're getting is Acolyte news. And that comes out, I believe, in June. What's up, Griff? You haven't watched it? Like Bad Batch at all, or just the finale? Oops. There we go. That's more better. That's more better. Acolyte still is a mixed bag. It's promising, though, even if some initial reactions to it have been pretty negative. Yeah, I think it has a ton of potential. I mean, that fight scene clip that obviously was filmed in some kind of Star Wars event in France. I think they said it was like a special treat at the beginning of Phantom Menace. But yeah, that one was obviously filmed in France. But that was a dope-ass action scene, I gotta say. Now, I have seen some reactions talking about Star Wars isn't about Kung Fu. This is crap. Well, a lot of the people that have been talking about Star Wars lately, at least from a certain group, one of their biggest complaints is how disrespected the EU has been by Disney. And that's a very valid complaint. I mean, we all remember the famous line from KK, but there's no source material except for, 30 years of novels. Anyway. Oh, and comics and video games. Let's not forget those, too. But, yeah, so the people that are complaining about those certain things and are supposedly so loyal and knowledgeable about the EU. Oh, the last 3 episodes? Okay. Well, like I said, I've already talked about it mostly anyway. I'm already off on a tangent. Shocker! Damn it. The hell was I saying? Right. So that certain crowd that is, fanatically loyal to George and the EU, allegedly, and very knowledgeable about the EU, allegedly, seem to have forgotten a rather awesome martial art combat form known as Terraskasi, which is basically, kind of all the best, it's basically like MMA in Star Wars. Much less involved with the grappling aspect, although there are throws and such like in close quarters. But it's in close quarters, it's a lot closer to Muay Thai. But the point is a dope-ass martial art was established in the EU. But yet somehow these EU devotees know nothing about it and want to cry about a kung fu scene in that snippet or scene we got. Well, dipshits, it existed in the EU. Once again, y'all are just being fucking stupid. Not that should surprise anybody, but there you go again. Oh yeah, the EU's excellent. I had, because I'm that guy, I had started collecting them in chronological order. So like the books I have, and I still don't even have all of them before. The books I have lead up to A New Hope, and that's it. I've only bought shit before A New Hope. And so I started as far back as I could, which initially was with the Bane trilogy, 1,000 Years Before A New Hope. And those books are fucking sick. Eventually, when it came out, I got out of the Dawn of the Jedi novel, which goes even way farther back. Bane went back 1,000 years. Dawn of the Jedi goes back 20,000 years, back to when the Jedi themselves were just using energy-imbued metal blades as their sabers. And they had to carry around energy packs on their hip or their back in order to keep that bitch powered. So, but the main point being, I've read about Terras Kasi in the EU, and these jackasses, for all their supposed love and devotion to the EU, somehow seem to not have heard of it or know what it is. I should have said that the other way. They don't even seem to know what it is, much less have heard of it. That makes much more sense. Like the Dark Empire comic series, yeah, I've never read it. I need to. I have such a long list of never read it. I need to. Also have such a long list of never watched it. I need to. My lists are long. Still hoping they bring Abeloth into Ahsoka Season 2. Yeah, that'd be sick. So, I'm going to drop a little detail here, Griff. Hope you don't mind, but does anybody have any opinion on that time jump that happened in the Bad Batch finale? I actually thought it was a cool tie-in and a cool way to tie that show in a bow. It was a double tie. A bow and a tie-in to future events. Maybe that's what they're doing next. Maybe that wasn't just an epilogue. Maybe that was a setup. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe the next animated show is going to be about Omega, but in the new setting that she's going to be in. See, that's how I'm staying non-specific for you, Griff. Now, that leaves them options. That leaves them characters they can still bring back that we love. They can bring back Rex for that shit. They can bring back Echo for that shit. They can finally tell us what the fuck happened to Commander Cody. Literally only thought of that just now. Chat, you inspire me. I appreciate it. But yeah, that could literally be what it is. Because when I first watched it, I'm like, oh, that's a nice way to end things. But when you combine how it ended with the fact that they need another animated show to replace that one, ladies and gentlemen, we could be getting an Omega show set. How can I put this? Oh, he's carrying it, babe. Oh, Smudge just... I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I may have on Saturday, but my cat Smudge has taken to just finding random things and either if we're upstairs, bring him to the base of the stairs and screaming until we come see what he brought. Or in the case of just now, first meowing, yowling almost, and then just comes trotting in, trilling with what appears, I think, to be like a sock or something. That's what he brings. He brings like socks, seen a glove, a couple small makeup bags, the ones that are only about this big, and like, they were empty, so they were light. Still pretty sure he dragged them, but yeah. He's in the phase where he's bringing us presents on a, I don't know. Regular doesn't seem quite right, but semi-regular seems like too little. We'll just say 3 or 4 times a week. Right around there. That's how we'll say it. So yeah. And one of those times was just now. Good job, buddy. Mommy and I appreciate the prize. At least he's only an indoor cat, which means he's actually not bringing us critters. It's just, small items of clothing. Speaking of critters that have had unfortunate things happen to them, in the greenhouse this morning, there was a baby bunny who had evidently gotten into some of the chemicals. I don't think I need to finish that. Just a baby. Just a baby. Didn't know no better. Thought about getting a cat one day? Well, here's what you do, Brooke. First of all, get a rescue because there's way too many of them out there. So go to a shelter. That's number one. Number two, you check out, you first you do like a general kind of cage walk survey, right? See which ones catch your eye. And then, whichever ones catch your eye, most shelters have like a little playroom, get to know you room, what have you. So, one cat at a time that catches your eye, you take into the playroom. Whichever one loves on you the most, that's the one you take home. Like I had one cat literally that I took into a playroom, put its widow paw up, and just lightly touch my mouth with it. I'm like, yep, you're mine. Excuse me. But yeah, that's how you do it, Brooke. You go to a shelter, and whichever one basically they choose you. I mean, you kind of initially choose them, but after that, it's all up to them. So, like mine and Mrs. Chone's first cat chose her. Smudge chose me, but he didn't really have. I mean, she could have ended up with both of them, I suppose. But Smudge chose me, so we each kind of have our own. Malice is chilling on her literally right now, as per usual. I don't know if Smudge is still in here or not. Yeah, you should definitely get a cat. Keep it indoors, though. Like, just keep it indoors. I know some people like to let their cats out, and, just whatever. As for me, keeping them indoors prevents a lot of problems, like, fleas, ticks, mosquitoes carrying nasty things, injuries, while them just, eating the wrong thing. It's just too much nastiness outside. And, all you got to do for care of it is, give it a litter box and keep it fed. It's pretty simple. Yeah, no, those, you don't want to pick up a stray cat off the street. That they're likely at least partially feral and will claw the ever-loving shit out of you and bite the ever-loving shit out of you. And since they're half feral, who knows where them claws and teeth have been. So, I mean, if one of them comes to you on its own, that's one thing, because then, again, we've gotten back to the cat has chosen you. I mean, that does happen. I know plenty of people who've, had a cat end up in their workplace somehow or other, and the cat chose them, and they ended up taking the cat home. So that does happen, but, there's just a lot of ick and disease associated with strays, unfortunately. And you and the cat would be better off going to a shelter. Especially if you keep an eye on your local shelters, and occasionally they'll have, I mean, for lack of a better term, a special where, like, if they're overloaded on, say, on cats, they'll do a promotion, I guess is a better term, where they'll not only knock down the adoption price, but they'll throw in a free spay or neuter as well. So, I mean, that's like the big thing that you got to get taken care of, other than like some shots, is preventing your kitty from being able to reproduce more. As you said, you see stray cats, and that's how you prevent the stray cats. Keeping your cat inside and well fixed just in case it escapes for a bit and goes out hoeing. Goes out chasing the pussy, as it were. Meow. Sorry, babe, I can't help myself. I have to do the puns. Yeah, so, all right, there's tonight's, what do you want to call it, clinic on adopting a cat. Enjoy. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I know I did. I love kitties. So, that's pretty much all I have on the Bad Batch. Would anybody like to add anything? Because if not, we shall move on to the next subject. I don't know why I had to get French there. Probably because of the Acolyte thing. Oh, there he is. There he is. Talking about Smudge. Anything more on that? Bueller? 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 How many of you know that Ben Stein, the guy that played that teacher, is actually ridiculously, like, genius level intelligent? Oh, yeah, definitely. Overall, Brooke, I agree. Committed to watching the whole thing. Overall, that was a pretty damn good show. I mean, every show, especially one with, like, double-digit episodes, 15 to 20 or so, you're going to end up with some mid in there. It's, like, fucking unavoidable with that many episodes. It's just going to happen. But overall, that was quite a strong show. And as you guys will recall, frequently when Bad Batch Season 2 and Mando Season 3 were running concurrently, Bad Batch was whooping that ass more than 1 week. So, yeah, definitely an overall good show. I enjoyed all those characters. As usual, the chaotic neutral character, that being Crosshair, was my favorite. Because that's just how I roll. Crosshair was the best. Crosshair had a most excellent arc throughout the show as well. Griff says, I'll probably watch Bad Batch before I go to sleep tonight. Took an old man nap after work today, so I just woke up 2 hours ago. I feel you on that, dude. Old man naps are awesome. Most of the time. You ever take too long a nap and, like, wake up feeling worse than when you laid down? Like, okay, I'm just going to lay down for an hour. Next thing you know, it's 2.5 hours later, and you're, like, all disoriented and just like, And then you're all grumpy and cranky because you don't know, like, it takes you forever to figure out what the fuck's going on. Like, I only meant to sleep an hour. Why is it fucking 8 o'clock? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Griff. Yes. When the naps that take longer than you thought are generally shitty. Oh, you have an actual lazy boy? Yes, those are always dangerous. You give me a nice soft recliner and a little time to myself, and I'm done. I have it on good authority. That's what happens. Except probably louder. Louder? The snoring I was just doing. Am I like when I'm actually unconscious? Is it generally louder than that? It's like twice that loud. Yeah, I figured because when I'm asleep, there's like no controlling it. I'm still kind of controlling it right now. Oh, that one too, Brooke. That one too. Sometimes I wake up a bit earlier than usual, plan to rest for another 15 minutes, and then wake up an hour later. Yeah. Yeah, you know when that really sucks? When you're supposed to be at work. It's like, oh, all right, I got 15 minutes before I have to be up to get ready for work. Cool, I'm just going to enjoy those 15 minutes. Damn, seems like I was asleep for longer than 15 minutes. The fuck? I'm already a half hour late for work and I'm not even dressed. I know that pain. I know that pain, especially like now. Holy shit. Like getting out of bed is a bitch. Not only is it like I'm still always tired, but now it hurts. Now it's actually painful to get out of bed. And it takes longer because of the pain. Used to be able to just, swing the feet out, sit up, stand up, go do my shit. Now it's sit up, breathe, then swing my feet to the floor, and then chill there for a couple, 3 minutes, sometimes 5. And then actually start doing stuff I need to do, like putting on my glasses and taking my prescriptions and, putting on deodorant, getting dressed. But yeah. Yeah, the messed up sleep is a biatch. Most definitely. Yeah. Excuse me for approximately a minute. Alrighty then. Next subject. Excuse me. In Variety, an article came out. It was a big old interview with Chris Hemsworth, more popularly known as Thor. And some interesting things came up in that article. First, is that Mr. Hemsworth does not have Alzheimer's. It's not old timers. That's just kind of a nickname for people that aren't understanding what it's actually called, but it's Alzheimer's. Oh, this can't be right. That's the name of the fucking disease. Not old timer. Alzheimer. Saw Late Night with the Devil last night. Pretty interesting movie. Late Night with the Devil. Sounds familiar. I am not 100% which cinematic feature of which you speak. Yeah. Prez. You seeing this supposed fixed roadie thing from the Marvels? Oh, you're talking about that one little clip? That was from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Where he's all talking about, not having to wear the equipment anymore and feeling good. Is that the one you're talking about? That's the only one I've seen. Is there something else? Yeah, it's when he was. Are you talking about the one where he's talking to Sam in that deleted Falcon and the Winter Soldier scene? Is that it, Griff? Should we check it out? Oh, that's this. Okay. Well, it's a trailer, so we won't get in trouble for this one, right? Let's check this shit out. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on just a damn minute. Hold on just a damn minute. Where'd it go? There, where are you? Have I not had music this whole time? This motherfucker? Well, that's wild. I must have accidentally X'd it out and I thought I minimized it. Whoops! Okay, so New Rockstars did a vid on it. Oh, dude, nothing to apologize for. Prez, nothing at all, man. I just want to make sure we were on the same page. That's all. All right, get a little volume going here. Charlie needs to be there for this shit. All right, we'll just. Actually, I want to hear this motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, chords are sentient and they do this shit to us on purpose. They act all innocent like they don't have any kind of, id per se. But then the second our backs turn, no matter how much time we spend untangling the shit, as soon as we come back, tangled as fuck. These bitches are really alive, I'm telling you. Okay, so we did that. Let's do that, and then let's do this. Yeah. All right, here we go. Late Night with the Devil. Watcha. Hey, I said watcha.
We are back in 5, 4.
Oh, is this the one in the 70s talk show, the found footage one?
Mr. Midnight, Jack Darrow.
Oh, good evening,
Yep.
Night Owls, and thank you for allowing me into your living rooms once again. Well, Night Owls,
Yeah, it's
we've got
homie
a
from
heck of a
Ant-Man.
show in store for you tonight, and I'm very excited for you to see it all unfold before your very eyes. I really hope you love it. Gosh, I hope you love it. Please love it. Love it.
I'm trying to host a nationally syndicated talk show.
And I'm trying to help you keep it on the air.
We all know how important it is to keep our sponsors and affiliates happy, but in my humble opinion, there is only one person who really matters in this whole darn crazy business. And that is you.
Ooh, I enjoyed
viewers.
Paranormal Activity.
You're meddling with things you don't understand.
Whoa! Now, as you know, here on Night Owls, we think it's very important to keep an open mind. Please welcome Dr. June Ross Mitchell and Lily, the young subject of the book, Conversations with the Devil.
I really don't think it's a good idea, Jack. She's becoming more unpredictable.
That's a good thing. That's why we still do live TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for a live television first as we attempt to commune with the devil.
Ooh, Stephen King loved it. All right.
Lily, can you hear me?
Good to see you again, Jack.
Lily, return to me.
Ooh.
This isn't about ratings anymore.
No one's going anywhere.
How could you let it happen, Jack? How could you let it happen?
Please be warned, anyone with young children in the room. What you're about to see
You okay, Jack?
is profoundly disturbing and shocking.
You get out there, Mr. Midnight. And you knock him dead.
Yeah, David Dastmalchian. Probably won't in the theater, but I am going to have to watch that shit at some point for sure. Most definitely. It looks like they finally figured out how to do found footage again, because y'all remember the Blair Witch Project? I barely remember it because I fell the fuck asleep. But I dug Paranormal Activity. And then they just kept going with it, and more found footage. You know, just the thing Hollywood always does. Oh, this works? And then they bury us in it. Looks like they remembered how to do it again, though. Looks like they remembered how to do it again. Did I watch Fallout? No, I have not watched Fallout yet. It's not found footage? What is it, more like a recreation? It looked like found footage with like going back and forth between the actual TV footage and the black and white background stuff. It looked like found footage. Or I completely misunderstand what the fuck found footage is, and that wouldn't surprise me either. It's pretty much just talk show. Okay. Maybe I figured anything that wasn't like yeah. Okay, so it's not found footage, but it still looks fucking cool. So I'm going to need to see that. It's still in the theaters, right? So I'm going to have to be waiting a month or 2 or 3. Okay, Prez, remind me what the hell does it what is it did in reference to? I have already forgotten. But as for watching Fallout, not yet, and it is another one on my extremely long list of stuff I need to watch. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. I got you. It looked like found footage for a minute. Okay. Griff, I'm only going to ask you one question then in that case. How was the quality? Yeah, right. I feel that, dude. A long list as well. Yeah, I just want to know if the quality was good. I don't. Brooke, you like Fallout 2? All right. I mean, it seems to be Quality was good? All right, cool. Yeah, Fallout seems to be one of those shows that's whooping some asses. For sure. Even the you have a Plex server? I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh, Archie, welcome in. What was Magneto right about? Oh, I'll be explaining that. Promote me to mod. I'll try and be here more Wednesdays. You know, I got Brooke, I got Griff, I got Justin. You would be next in line, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, Fallout, it's so good. Yeah, I mean, it's so good that even, like, the people that would normally be all up in arms about, like, you know, messing with the lore, said Fallout purists, per se, even those guys don't have a whole shit ton to say about it. So, yeah, I definitely need to, Chizak that out. No, I don't want that shit. Stop it! Damn it. All right. I got to do something here real quick. All right, there we go. Now I can get at that. I said now I can get at that. Clicky. And then clicky. Clicky. Oops. Boom. All right. Fallout is great. Goggins is the man. Oh, no, I love Walton Goggins. There you go, Prez. I love Walton Goggins. He was amazing in The Shield. Absolutely fucking amazing in that show. Faux show. So, yeah, I like Goggins. Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. Like I said, you're pretty much next in line anyway. In terms of people who've been around, hanging in the basement for longer than most. Probably one of his best roles, The Shield. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, that fucking Variety article. Yeah. Yeah, see, now you're giving me even more reason to have to watch that show. Okay. All right, Variety article. Again, interview with Hemsworth. He made it plainly clear that he does not have Alzheimer's. He mentioned as to how he felt kind of like Thor was almost like the Avengers security guard. Like he didn't feel like it was that deep of a role. And then out of nowhere, in comes RDJ like, he's fucking wrong. And Thor's awesome. What Chris did with his character from Ragnarok to Infinity War to Endgame was insanely good. And it was a really damn good arc. Talk about on stream after I finish it? Oh, I probably will. If it's that good, I'm going to have to. You know? So, yeah, Robert Downey comes in like Iron Man or like Tony Stark, like, yeah, no, he's just being humble, and then proceeds to compliment the shit out of Hemsworth. And many other things were talked about. But here's the main thing that got me. He apologized for Love and Thunder. Like, flat out apologized for it. Now, he didn't talk about how the fault was any... He only talked about his role in it. I mean, good on you, Chris. We appreciate that. We appreciate you knowing that Love and Thunder was a big steaming pile of dinosaur shit. We appreciate you acknowledging that. Excuse me. And, just in general being a cool enough dude to, even bring that up in the first place. So, but here's the thing that got me about it, and I'm going to freely admit this is me being petty as all get out. Chillin', you have homework. You need to watch the first 2 episodes of Fallout before Saturday stream. Okay, I can probably actually do that, maybe more or less, hopefully. That's on, it's on Prime, right? Or is it on Netflix? What's it on? I know it's not Paramount, and I know it's not Hulu. But where was I? Oh, yes. My highly petty take on that article. And I don't care. Matter of fact, on Prime, all right, cool. Matter of fact, I'm reveling in it like a pig in mud. I'm rolling around, and I'm enjoying the shit out of this. Allow me to explain. Let me begin again. We all know that there is a certain group of people out there that trigger the absolute fucking shit out of me, right? Right. And I spend a lot of time bitching about them and giving them shit for being stupid and all that kind of stuff. However, they are only one side of the coin. You flip that coin around, and you get the idiots that love everything with, said IP name slap across it, right? So more than once, I have had to explain to people why Thor Love and Thunder is an abomination, not just of an MCU movie, but of a movie in general. It's just a piece of shit movie. Forget the fact that it's an MCU movie. It's just a garbage-ass movie. Right? So I attempt to explain that to these people. No, Thor Love and Thunder wasn't bad. It was really good. It's like, ugh. But now I have the title character of the movie apologizing for that movie. So, if the title actor apologizes for that movie, I got news for you people. You're wrong, and Love and Thunder officially sucks now. Do you know why? Because Thor said so. That's why. Now, he did not blame Taika as he really should have, because we all know it's fucking Taika's fault. Chris may, he may own up to, fucking around on set and, whatever else he talked about doing, but the director is supposed to set the culture on set, and if Taika had been doing his job, that culture would have been available for anyone to fuck around in. Right? It's up to him to set the culture. So, no matter what way you slice it, it's on fucking Taika. Did Mr. Hemsworth participate in the goofiness? Yes, he did. He admitted to it. And I'm sure other actors did too. Whether or not they actually admit to it's another story. But, Chris did, so that's dope. Press says it was the first Marvel movie that I saw in theaters that pissed me off. Well, thankfully, I waited till streaming. And then I'm like, all right, those fucking goats. I know. Too much comedy in Love and Thunder wasn't serious enough. And it wasn't just that it was too much comedy. It was too much bad comedy. Too much comedy is one thing. Too much bad comedy is just like, Okay, Griff, hear me out. The goats were the only things I genuinely found funny. Oh, Prez, I'm just going to have to disagree with you entirely on that one. But if that's what worked for you, cool beans. No, I think the goats were what sealed my hatred of that movie. I mean, forget the god of fucking whatever that little animated 2D animated fucking thing was supposed to be in Olympus, and all the stupidity there, all the lame ass jokes, the love triangle between Thor, Stormbreaker, and Mjolnir. Like, what the fuck? Seriously? People found that shit enjoyable? Wasting gore completely. If they had done the goat once, I may have been cool. Yes. Like, having one well-timed goat scream is good. The jealous Stormbreaker stuff was yes, it was. It was so dumb. The only time that I actually have sat down and enjoyed listening to goat screams was that goat scream cover of the Game of Thrones theme. Anyone ever heard that shit? That shit's actually funny. The goats in Love and Thunder, no. So I think I watched Rod's video on gore in the comics. So good. Oh, my word. Yeah. I mean, they didn't get the look right. They barely utilized him. I mean, Christian Bale, you could tell Christian Bale was, he was putting in his effort to do what he could with that character. I don't blame him at all. Again, I blame Taika because, written and directed by Taika Waititi, or at least story by Taika Waititi. I'm not sure how much he had to do with actually the screenplay, but yeah, the first time I was like, oh, haha, goat screaming in on the landing. That's kind of cute. But then it was on the takeoff, and when it turned, when it went anywhere, sweet Jesus, those fucking goats. Like I said, I've watched it on Disney Plus, right? Talked my wife into watching it. She is very much a normie. She's learning, but she is still very much a normie. And they got to the end of that movie. I hit stop, went back to the homepage of the Disney Plus, looked at her, and she looked at me and was like, what the fuck did we just watch? I am so glad we did not go to the theater for that. That would have been a waste of money. I'm like, yes. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, big ups, again, to Hemsworth for, being like, yeah, and essentially, this is a paraphrase. Yeah, I was fucking off. Translated, everyone was fucking off. And yeah, I'm sorry for that, and I owe you a Thor 5. Yes. Yes, you do. And I will be most grateful to have you back in Thor 5. Very, very grateful, Mr. Hemsworth. You sadly saw it in the theater. Ooh. I feel bad for anybody who went to the theater and saw that shit. Like, I really do. It's money and time you'll never fucking see again. Me and my wife are high as hell, and laughing at the goats is all I cherish from that garbage movie. I mean, you know what, dude? That if you and your wife got even one good time together out of it, then you know what? Fuck yeah, bro. Like, that's awesome. If you had a nice little bonding moment with the spouse, awesome sauce for sure. But yeah. Brooke says, I had one friend who liked it, but after a while he lost interest in Marvel stuff. He can't even be bothered to watch the Deadpool 3 trailer, sadly. I mean, I understand it. I'm stubborn, and I think there's enough evidence that Feige is changing things back to where it'll be dope again that I'm riding still. But yeah. Thor 4 was, oh, sweet Jesus. And Hemsworth himself apologized for it. So, anyone who ever thought that movie was good, Thor himself said, you're fucking wrong. That movie sucked. Because if it had been good, he never would have apologized. Period. End of story. And it was also super dope of Downey to come riding in there like Tony Stark, like, oh, don't listen to him. I got you. That was also dope. Oh, and he's definitely coming back. He's got his Oscar now, and he's like, all right, I've proved I'm awesome outside of the MCU, and now I can come back. I mean, he literally said Tony Stark is part of his DNA now. He's fucking back, bro. The only question is how much? And for how long? Like, is he just gonna finish off the multiverse saga? Is he gonna hang out for a while after the reboot? Who knows? But he will be back. For sure. Oh, I too have high hopes for Thor 5. I mean, they're looking for a director who does serious shit. Like Gareth Edwards was one name bandied about for a while. Although I shouldn't say I haven't heard. I don't have fucking sources. I haven't seen anyone talk about Thor 5 in a while up until Hemsworth himself mentioned it. Prior to they're looking for a director who handles more serious movies, and the name Gareth Edwards. Until that article, nothing. So, I'm sure we're going to get Thor 5. I'm also willing to bet that it's going to be a fairly cosmic story still. I'm hoping some of the theories out there are right and that he will end up like fucking peak OP as the Allfather. You know, maybe that'll be where he reunites with Loki. Maybe it'll be later. I firmly believe those two will be reunited, though. If they don't do that, they're fucking stupid. Feel like I sound like a broken record, but I want more Sam Raimi Marvel. Oh, so do I. I mean, there are people out there that actively dislike his style, which is why Multiverse of Madness was so divisive. I mean, let's face it, Sam has a style all his own. I fucking love it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Sam can direct whatever the fuck he wants. Unless it was written by the guy who wrote Spider-Man 3. Can anyone imagine a Raimi Thor movie? How would that go? It would really depend on the story. Honestly, I know that's a fucking cop-out. It seems like a cop-out. It's kind of a cop-out, but it would really depend on the writer. Like, what kind of script are they going to give him to play with is pretty much what it boils down to. Well, hello, Malice. Hi, big boy. Is it that time again? Is it time to visit? Yeah, don't fuck with my mic, boom. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. Yeah. Brooke says, I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. Probably the first live-action Marvel films I ever watched. Did you not watch the Fox X-Men? I think that came out before Raimi's Spider-Man, did it not? Yeah. Yes, it did, because they still had the Twin Towers in X-Men, in the first X-Men movie. What up, Quest? And there was one trailer that made it out that had Toby trapping a helicopter in a big-ass web between the Twin Towers. And then September 11th happened, and that got ixnayed. So, Brooke says, I got into X-Men much later in my life. Okay. All right. So yeah. But yeah, no, I love Spider-Man 1 and 2. Spider-Man 3, I haven't watched it in forever. I might appreciate it more now. But I just remember cringing so hard in the theater that like I've had no interest in watching it again. Like, I won't call it trash, but it's definitely, for me at least, not that great overall. I mean, that black suit went hard, though. Can't wait to see it again in Secret Wars. Yep. Exactly. So, yeah. That trailer went bye-bye really fast. Oh, shit. What the hell's happening over here? Okay. What the hell's happening over here now? God damn it, mouse. Whoops. Oh, no, that was good. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. That's a little mo better. Had an amazing KFC nightmare. Was great fun. Now I'm chilling. Thank you, Prez. What the fuck is a KFC nightmare? And why would it be amazing? Like, I can imagine what a KFC nightmare is, and if it's what I'm thinking about, it ain't amazing. I mean, it's deep fried, which makes your finger looking good, but, you know, lubricant is lubricant if you follow what I'm saying. So yeah, we need some deets there, Melvin. We need the details. We need details. We need data for the evaluation. We must know. Come on, man. Don't keep us hanging. What is an amazing KFC nightmare? Eating too much KFC gives you a crazy night terror. Oh. Okay. So you ate a shit ton of KFC, fell asleep, had a wild-ass nightmare, and now you're good. Is that pretty much it? All right. Cool. I mean, I totally feel overeating KFC. I love me some KFC. Well, Prez, there is a food that gives you trip dreams. It's called a mushroom. A specific kind, but, you know. A little fungus among us can have us going, yee. And shit, I don't need to find food to give me trippy dreams. My brain handles that shit all on its own. Which is why I've never done a hallucinogen. I don't like seeing that shit when I'm asleep. The fuck would I want to see it awake? That would probably literally put me in a padded room. Nightmares are far, far better than a normal dream. Okay. I know. Yeah, I know. I know you know, but, you know, I gotta fuck with you a little bit. Yeah, true. That's not a dream. I know. But like I said, I don't need to see what my head produces at night while I'm awake. Because just based on some of the dreams I actually do remember, I definitely don't need to see that shit when I'm awake. No, 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 no. What up, Dub? How you doing, man? We're about to get to the meat of the evening here in a little bit anyway. So I'm glad you made it. All right, so here's the deal, folks. Yeah, Griff is up in this bitch, too. All right, so here's the deal. We are going to talk about X-Men 97 and all the awesomeness that it brought us. Oh, you had KFC yesterday, Brooke? Damn, I'm kind of overdue for KFC. Hopefully I remember that. Got to pitch that to the wife sometime soon. Anyway, so yeah, we shall discuss the awesomeness that was this week's episode of X-Men 97. But we shall discuss that after my usual little break I have to take. Normally a little bit sooner than now, but hey, who cares? So, I'm going to dip out for just a couple minutes. And what I need you guys to do, if you have not yet done so, is first of all, smashy likey. Got your ass kicked just now playing WoW PvP. Ooh. Yeah, I never did too much PvPing when I played WoW. I just quested. And raided. But mostly just quested. Mostly just quested. Anyway. So. I'm going to take my usual little break now. And in the meantime, smash it a like. And also, if you happen to have not become a subscriber to this here channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, you know anytime I go live like I am right now, or actually drop a video, which I haven't done in almost a month. But, so, you will have time to do so, so tap all the buttons, please. Tap them all, and I'll be back shortly. Please don't leave. I need my hand, bro. Thank you. All right. First things first. Who's the fucking troll that voted no? That's all right. Trolls are people too. Sort of. No, they are. I troll Justin all the time. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Yes. I'm sure you're rolling up a ciggy right now, sir. Well, you just got into Fortnite. Feel your old Call of Duty hours not being such a waste of time. Bro, has anyone else seen that little teaser about Call of Duty 5? Speaking of Call of Duty, just real quick, I've seen a little bit of shit. I've seen a little bit of something about it. Dubs has been playing since Vanilla, was a top 50 rating guild leader. Wow, it's my guilty pleasure. Once a tank, always a tank. Nice. Now I'm just a casual 3 kids, right? Night terrors remind you you're alive, or if you forgot to go to the loo before going to bed. Lucky I did. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, having to sprint from bed to bathroom is interesting sometimes, especially if you got to go on your heels because you're clenching your cheeks so damn hard you can't even put your feet all the way down. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We've all had to keep a little bit of mess in from time to time. Guess what? If anyone in the younger range is watching, listening, what have you, it only gets worse. When I say younger range, like, you know, early 30s or younger. It only gets worse. And I say early 30s because you actually do start to feel things changing about 35. At least I did. And now I can't trust a fart. Call of Duty World of Warcraft campaign on hard is pretty difficult, but fun. Yeah, I can only get through, like, campaigns. Like, I've played a couple CODs. And the only way I can even get through a campaign is on the easiest fucking mode possible. And even then it takes me forever, because I am not good at that shit. I know, I could get better with practice. But as of right now, I suck at FPSs. So, that is that. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's talk some X-Men 97. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do bow bow chicka chicka. Do bow bow. Oh, yeah. And that's all me, bitches. No effects on that shit. All right, so. You have an unforecast thunderstorm going right now? That's actually dope. I love surprise thunderstorms. Unless they knock my power out, then I'm pissed. But other than that, I love thunderstorms in general. Always have. Okay. So, we had some revelations up here in this episode, didn't we? Last week we found out that there is something called a Prime Sentinel that now exists, which is basically a human being, as we found out this week, who has been dunked in some kind of special stuff created by Mr. Sinister. Created by Mr. Sinister and Bastion together. And it pretty much takes any normal human being and turns them into a Prime Sentinel. And they can be either activated by the killing of their body in human form, fully human form. As we saw last week with Trask. When Rogue dropped his ass off a building and then he came back. as a Prime Sentinel. Now they can just be activated just by the mere presence of a mutant. Once did Bastion send out a signal? Ooh, that one was close. Yeah. I don't know if you guys get a lot of tornadoes in the UK, but if thunderstorms that strong, you might have a possibility of a little hook in the map there. Anyway, so yeah, we find out that pretty much anyone can be a Prime Sentinel, and Bastion was using, for the most part, people who are already highly afraid of / hated mutants. So, of course, we saw Magneto still hanging up and captured. And we also saw that, what was her name, Valchick? Can't be the same kind of Val that's in the fucking... Baby vibes for... Dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. My brain is not grasping. My brain is not grasping. Yeah. So, basically all hell breaks loose this episode, right? You get more than we do? Huh. Val Cooper. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we find out Val Cooper has been working with Bastion the whole time, but of course Bastion's been part of government agencies for quite some time. We saw him in that picture with Forge. So, hi, buddy. Yeah, finding out that they were pretty much hip and hip is was not a big surprise. I know a lot of people, I wasn't sure on this one myself, but I know a lot of people thought she might have been Mystique. That would have been fucking cool if she was, but turns out that wasn't the case. Oh yeah, it's definitely, it's gonna get very dark by the end of this. For sure. I would not be surprised if one or two more people didn't make it out of there, like Gambit didn't make it out of episode 5. At least from the outset. Lights off time, blind open. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Especially when you get that cloud-to-cloud lightning that looks like a spider walking across the sky. Oh, that shit's badass. Yeah, Bastion is a cool villain, and he's insanely powerful, as it would seem. Will Kitty give us the stone face today? I don't know. If he smells whatever he smelled last time, he just may. But as of right now, I don't know. Looks like he's just kind of chilling. Hi, buddy. He's chilling. No, I'm not scratching your ass right now. Here you go. Settle down. Good boy. Yeah, so... And as it turns out, he's been doing a lot of infecting because there's Prime Sentinels fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Including Sunspot's mom's benefit party for Genosha. All of a sudden, half her guests were triggered by Jubilee and him being there. It's crazy. People, Prime Sentinels flying at the mansion, appearing in cities. We got that dope ass sequence with the Summers family getting knocked out of the air. Poor Blackbird. That's what they say. That's 3 of them in 3 months now. Yeah, Beast is going to be fucking pissed. So, and then they get to go riding around in a Porsche. And then they team up and, oh, I love this shit. What they did here was badass. Got Jean driving with her telekinesis. You got Cable shooting Prime Sentinels out of the air behind him, and you got Scott literally blasting them a tunnel with his optical blasts. And, of course, they come flying out the mountain. All dope-ass like. Jean floats them all down nicely. The Porsche explodes. It was a very cliche superhero scene, but it was done so well. It was so fucking awesome. Eric will be in the OG suit next episode. Oh yeah. Yeah, his pseudo trying to be Xavier suit is gone. Yeah, like I posted on the TwitX today. Further angering an already angry Omega level mutant is never a good idea. And Magneto is fucking pissed. Pissed. So, yeah, the Sentinels at Sunspot's mom's party, they actually end up getting Jubilee and Sunspot trapped. And Sunspot's mom is like, go with them. She lacks some key mothering skills. Can we all agree on that? Sunspot's mom lacks some key mothering skills. For sure. At least for me, she does. Because he didn't have shit to say to Val. Oh, yeah, well, no, he wouldn't have. He would not have. So, we got at the mansion a battle to keep Rogue alive. Yeah, it was cool. The Porsche was on the Blackbird. Oh, Cable is a massive badass. Massive badass. But, yeah, so we got Wolverine. Oh, yes. Wolverine and Nightcrawler and Beast trying to defend Rogue, but mostly Wolverine and Nightcrawler. That was some peak shit. Wolverine with claws and Nightcrawler with swords. Not two. No, not two. He's got one in each hand and a third one in his prehensile tail. And then him and Logan just go ham on them fucking Prime Sentinels. Fucking Kurt teleporting and slashing every which way. Wolverine, well, fucking being Wolverine, and awesomely, they were very smart. They let Wolverine be Wolverine, but since they were Prime Sentinels now and not actual people, we got to see him do some fairly decent violence upon them. That was fucking cool. While him and Nightcrawler both got to do some fairly decent hacking and chopping and slashing and shit. So. Yeah, that was such a dope-ass scene. Kurt always drops the sage advice right when everyone needs to hear it. Yeah, he's definitely the team counselor. For sure. For sure. He's got very, very good people insight. He would say it's due to his faith. Others may disagree, but that's what he would say. Because that's the character. But yeah, he's definitely right on time with the advice. Definitely right on time with the advice. But yeah, so we got them defending Rogue. You got Jubilee and Sunspot being attacked at Sunspot's mom party. You got the Summers family being chased and doing dope shit in a cave system. And yeah, and then you got Bastion and Sinister. Well, actually, they leave the thing. I don't remember why they leave the lab. But then, yeah. Eventually, Val gets a conscience and lets Magneto go, as they found out when they got back. And then she gave a long speech about how Bastion is going way too far and he's an asshole, blah, blah, blah. And then she says the line. The line which made up the thumbnail. Now, there's a little bit of a precursor to that, or a sentence in front of that, which went something like, I can't remember exactly what she said, but like basically everything she was talking about led her to that one conclusion. What up, Rob? And then she looked up at Bastion and said it. Magneto was right. It's only 20-8 there. It's cool, bruh. But yeah, so that's why I put Magneto was right on the thumbnail, was to honor that line. And what the direction is gonna be going in with these last two episodes. because Bastion pissed off an Omega level mutant now. And Magneto, after his escape, went ahead in his tidy whities, no less. Went ahead, went to a pole. I think it was the North Pole. It was either North or South Pole. It was definitely a pole. I just can't remember which pole he was on. Pause. Anyway. But yeah, so he proceeded to remind everybody what an Omega level mutant, how an Omega level mutant can operate, and proceeds to EMP bomb the entire motherfucking planet. With himself, obviously. The entire fucking globe. Magneto EMP'd. And we got that quick shot of Silver Samurai as the lights went out there. Couple other cool shots. But yeah. Proof of his Omega levelness. He just goes up there and EMPs the fucking planet. I mean, it helped because all the Prime Sentinels dropped out of the sky like flies that flew into a bug bomb. It's probably only temporary, but, you know, they have a little breathing room. And there was also some cool cameos when Bastion was in his meeting. Magneto's back with a vengeance. Honestly, wonder if he is too OP at times. Well, he's an Omega level mutant, bro. And really, he was even more ridiculously OP as Onslaught. If I'm remembering correctly. Onslaught's the one that was kind of the combination of Magneto and Xavier, right? Someone help me with that one. Make sure I'm remembering that shit right. But yeah. No, Magneto's an Omega level mutant. He is very capable of very insanely powerful things on a large scale. And so is Storm. She's Omega level 2. But yeah, there was that one meeting where that Bastion was having Onslaught was a combination. Yep. Okay. Oh, mentioned it in his video on. Okay, yeah. Cool. Had an itchy. So yeah, there was also that one scene before like most of the mayhem happened that I only just now remembered. My bad. Which was when Bastion was having a video conference, even though this is 97. And we saw Zemo. And we saw Doom. That was sick. Yeah. There might have been one other cameo in that scene. I can't remember. But yeah, Doom and Zemo stick out the most to me. For sure. And especially Doom, because Doom is awesome. So, yeah. So Magneto EMPs the globe, and Wolverine's like, oh, he's gone and done it. EMP bomb is the same trick he used in X-Men 25 in the Fatal Attraction storyline, which was the origin of Onslaught. Ooh, damn. We might see Onslaught next season then if they're really going like down that road. Ooh, that would be sick. I would love that shit. Anyway. So yeah, so Magneto releases his EMP bomb. Wolverine's like, well, he's gone and done it or something like that. Morph's like, what? Saved our behinds? And no. He declared war. And yeah, pretty much. When you EMP the planet, that's not a signal that you're going to be a nice guy. No, it is not. It is definitely not a signal you won't be a nice guy. No, that's pretty much a signal Magneto's here to fuck shit up at this point, going forward. Fuck Xavier's dream. Fuck all that shit. He's done. And yeah, I think, who was that? Yeah, Griff. I 100% agree. OG Uni is back, complete with helmet. Which will be good timing, especially considering that ending where that pod crashes into the mansion. And out comes Charles Xavier. And at the very end, doing that awesome summons to me, my X-Men, is fucking popping off next episode, bro. We could also see Wolverine loses adamantium if they continue merging Operation Zero Tolerance and Fatal Attractions. Oh, fuck, we could. I forgot. I mean, I remember that Magneto ripped his adamantium out of his body, and then he ended up going kind of feral because I was holding the animal part of his mutation in check. Yeah, bone claws, blah, 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 blah. So, oof. What would they put? They might. I mean, they're not holding back on the darkness level in this season, so yeah, I can see them showing Magneto ripping the adamantium right out of Wolverine. He's just misunderstood. Talking about Magneto? No. Magneto's made his views pretty plain over time. I think he's pretty well understood right at this point. Says, yeah, it's so scary the power Magneto wields, especially with how he demonstrated his power with the EMP bomb. Literally dismantle all the world's militaries. Insane. Yeah, all the ones that weren't protected against an EMP bomb. And this is being the late 90s. Probably nowhere near as many as are protected against that nowadays. Yeah, Fatal Attractions, that's like a trade paperback or an omnibus. I also need now. I need so many of those things. Like, I don't want to go buying like individual issues. Just give me the runs in a compendium. I'll be happy. That's all I want. Compendiums of runs. Yep. Hi, buddy. So, yeah. Charles is back. Magneto's, I suppose, back because he was in captivity since episode 5. So, yeah, Charles is back on Earth. Magneto is back and angry. We got Jubilee and Sunspot captured by the Prime Sentinels. Well, the ones that were still in operation at the part, did they? Yeah, they showed them in their collars and everything. Of course, the EMP bomb may have disabled all that shit. I cannot remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch it again anyway just to see it. But, yeah. So I can't remember. Yeah, well, no, they would have had. There's no way to escape that EMP bomb. So maybe they're loose again now. But yeah, so Xavier's back, summoning the X-Men to him. So we'll get that nice reunion. That'll be dope. Magneto has escaped the grasp of Bastion, and he is fucking pissed now. Especially now that he understands the stakes and what Bastion's trying to do. So a merciful Magneto is not going to be happening. And I am here for it. I cannot wait to see what kind of havoc they have him wreak. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, we got the one band back together on the one side. We got Bastion, Sinister, and all the Prime Sentinels out there. And then shit, who am I forgetting? Damn, I had my train of thought just derailed hard. Worse than Ohio. Yeah. Yep, that's right. It is. That's right. Duh. So yeah, we're gonna have a reunited X-Men team versus Bastion and Sinister. Probably versus Magneto and whoever the hell else he recruits, if he even bothers, or he may just fucking go ham all on his own. I mean, EMP bombing the globe is a good fucking start, right? So yeah, those are the three main elements that are about to all go into conflict here, starting next episode, baby. And I cannot fucking wait. It's gonna be a whole week. Sons of bitches. We gotta wait a week for this shit. Fatal Attractions was that last issue. It was called Death of a Dream. Ooh, essentially, the X-Men violate all their core values to end Magneto once and for all, and it ultimately killed all the heroes. Yeah, I definitely need that compendium. Yes. So, those are my takes on the episode. What do y'all think? I know you've been chiming in here and there, but thoughts, comments, theories? What do you think's coming next? How much did you like what we got? What you think? Let me know, chat. Let me know, let me know, let me know. I wish to converse on this, which means two-way communication in order to have a conversation. Me and you. Absolutely love the episode. Definitely Magneto is going to appear more often in the next 2 episodes. Oh, yes. Yeah, he's going to be a factor. Not an X factor, but a factor. Well, I'm definitely excited for this show. It remains to be seen how well they will be handled in live action. They just better hire the right people for that shit. Because, I mean, having an awesomeness with animated X-Men, I love it. I love it. This show is epic. It's amazing. It's probably top 5 all MCU content that we've gotten since 2008. But that guarantees not shit for the live action. So I'm optimistic, but, you know, I need more information. I need to know who's writing it. I need to know who's directing it. I need more. More! 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 You know what I'm saying. I need more. Rob says, I'm behind this week. Won't be able to watch for a couple days. Bummer. Quest says, maybe I should watch it. You know, you should definitely. You haven't been watching X-Men 97? The fuck? Or all the shows, the best stuff the MCU has put out since Shang-Chi. It's the best stuff it's put out since Endgame for me. Like, literally, it's the best thing since Phase 4 began. For me. Better than Shang-Chi, better than No Way Home. Better than Multiverse of Madness. Better. Like, top 5 all time. Well, maybe top 6 or 7. I don't know. I'd have to think on that. Easily top 10, though. The issue I have with everything is that the X-Men are a very gray comic and that there's no real good versus evil. I don't know. Maybe that's why I love it so much. I mean, I've got... Everyone is a real character. Yeah. I mean, if I want, like, pure dichotomy, I've got Lucas Star Wars for that. You know? If I want that firm delineation between good and evil, I got Star Wars. Collider should do it. Fuck Collider. They did do an MCU list, and it was so ridiculously fucked up, I went ahead and made a video and fixed it. The baseline MCU outside of Civil War and spurts is too black and white. Well, that's going to be changing here a bit. Probably, well, no, not so much with Deadpool and Wolverine. But, actually, no, it's going to start changing in Deadpool and Wolverine. Daredevil Born Again, the show is probably going to be changing that. Yeah, I think we're about to get a lot more gray, like, in incoming features. Captain America 4. I don't know about Thunderbolts. I don't know what the fuck's up with that movie. But yeah, I think we're going to... Hey, Justin. Yes, it's over. It wasn't terrible. And I already talked about it at the very beginning, so you wouldn't have to hear about it. So once again, you brought it up. Yes, it's over, and it was definitely not terrible. You can relate to Magneto as well as you can to Xavier. Yes, and I think that's what I love about it. But yeah, if I'm in the mood for that firm delineation, I have Star Wars for that, or pre-Disney Star Wars for that. So, but that's just me. Will Omega return? Well, I can't remember when you popped in, but I was talking earlier about what they're going to do now that the Bad Batch is over for an actual animated series. I mean, Tales of the Jedi is going to, or Jedi. I mean, Tales of the Jedi was dope. Tales of the Empire looks really dope, but that's just a collection of 6 shorts. Like, that's, hour and a half done, give or take, right? They need a new series. I mean, they gave us the final season of Clone Wars to take us right into Revenge of the Sith, which was dope. And then they gave us Bad Batch to get us right back out of it, which was dope. Okay. But now we're out of an actual animated series. Now, given the epilogue of Bad Batch, I think there is a pretty strong chance that the next animated series will feature Omega. An older Omega. An actual adult Omega, finally. But, yeah. I mean, what the epilogue, I think, served a dual purpose. I think it definitely did the job of, tying up the Bad Batch as a show. But it also opened the door for the continuing adventures of Omega, which at this point I'm actually kind of down for, especially considering where she was headed at the end of the show. So yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance of that happening. Obviously, I've seen nothing of the sort. As far as I know, no one has. But I think that is a pretty good shot, or I think that concept has a pretty good shot of becoming the next animated series. So it'll be another one for you to ignore, Justin. But yeah, I think we are definitely going to be getting more Omega. And I think it's going to be in the next full animated series that they come out with. But hopefully they will continue also with Tales of on the side. I definitely want more Tales of. We've had Tales of the Jedi. Now we have Tales of the Empire. I want some genuine kick-ass Tales of just the Sith, though. Like, go way back in time. Yep, sounds like it, right? But yeah, like, do Tales of the Sith with some of those fucking just insanely badass ones from the EU. That would be a dope fucking collection of shorts right there. Tales of the Sith. Yeah. That would be dope. I hope we get that too, but... Oh, yeah, definitely Revan's on that list. Everyone wants Revan. And for good reason. Revan is a fucking dope-ass character. Holy shit. Why everyone showing up at the last minute? But that's okay, though. Just had a little pop in the viewership. So, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Please smash the like. And if you are not subscribed here, please also do that and hit that notification bell so you know anytime I'm live, like I am right now. And shall be again this coming Saturday evening. So want a Revan film in the style of John Wick? Yes. Justin says, I'm pretty done until Ahsoka Season 2, unless Acolyte lives up to these trailers. Yeah, I mean, in terms of aesthetic and that one action scene, those parts look good. We got to see how the actual story itself goes. And we will find that out next month. Next month's a busy month. We get Acolyte next month. We get, I believe, House of the Dragon Season 2 next month. Something else is coming out next month, too. I remember June being fucking busy. I know there's at least one more thing. Nope, and then they all dipped. Bummer. I know there's at least one more thing, but I cannot fucking think of what it was. And I'm pretty sure it was something that was cool. Really liking Game of Thrones. Excited for House of the Dragon Season 2? Oh, so am I. Tales of the Old Republic. Yes, that would be dope. Tales of the Old Republic would be dope. You're not going to watch Tales of the Empire, Jay? I mean, I understand if you don't really want to watch the Morgan Elsbeth ones, but you should watch the Barris ones. I think the Barris ones are going to be like the Dooku ones from Tales of the Jedi, and I think the Morgan ones are going to be like the Ahsoka ones from Tales of the Jedi. Like, the Barris ones are going to be much more better than the Morgan ones. Although the Morgan ones do look pretty cool. I just think they will be a bit overshadowed by the Barris ones. At least that's what it looks like to me. One clone frustration is we never know who the clone is half the time, at least with the blank batch. I see what you did there. They all look different, right? It's just, if it's just another copy paste from Tales of the Jedi, I'm good. The most important Lucasfilm episode, I want to see if KK walking out of the building for the last time. Oh, yes. Clock's ticking. Her contract is up in August. And whatever's going to happen in the next 4 months is so far being kept very tightly under wraps. I mean, knowing them, they'll probably extend her, but they won't announce it till fucking August. And leave us all dangling and hoping and wishing and praying and manifesting that that dumb bitch is finally gone. But we'll have to wait. Either until August or till we get some kind of reliable news. Hope that whatever Rob says, I hope that whatever Lucasfilm does, they make it clear who the target audience is. In my opinion, both Lucasfilm and the MCU need to decide how they want to monetize this stuff. I think the decision has been made over at Marvel Studios, and I think we're going to be seeing the results of that. Lucasfilm, on the other hand, yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up they got to do. They need us for now, but they really need to capture the kids again. They capture kids, yes. And Star Wars is failing at that. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people talk about, like, how, like, their own kids or their nieces and nephews or, you know, their friends' kids or whatever just are not, at least when it comes to Lucasfilm, they are not much into the Star Wars lately. It's not getting the kids like it used to. Then we can be all, The Simpsons did it first with the new stuff. Yes. I mean, The Simpsons did everything first pretty much, right? She literally going to have a Wolf of Wall Street moment and say, I ain't fucking leaving. That might necessitate a drive to California at that point, honestly. That bitch got to go. Bless you, Sneezy Kitty. Yeah. So, Star Wars, unfortunately, is still in a lot of wait-and-see mode, a lot of, at best, cautious optimism. at best. No hype. A lot of apathy. Yeah, Star Wars is on life support. I think Marvel is going to start turning it around in July on the 26th. And then again next year, hopefully with Thunderbolts and Cap 4. And I'm pretty sure with Daredevil Born Again. I think that's going to be dope. I'd like to see Lucasfilm remake Blue Harvest. Yes, remake a Family Guy spoof. Well, they're not that creative right now, bruh. Excuse me. That is for fucking sure. Okay, you can go home now, Night Owl. All right, man. Thanks for popping in. Love you, brother. So yeah, and I think that's why Iger is only talking about Marvel, because Marvel is much closer to being able to be turned around than Lucasfilm. You'll notice Iger has said jack shit about Lucasfilm. Nothing. Nothing positive, really, even nothing negative. Just a whole lot of nothing. There's reasons for that. Morons will say it's because he thinks Star Wars is in a good place. They're wrong. It's because MCU can be turned around, and that's where he's focusing his efforts as to what can be fixed in the shortest amount of time. And that is most definitely Marvel. It's not because Star Wars is in a good place. It's because Marvel is much more easily fixed than Star Wars. Quest says, KKB like chained to her chair. I'm not leaving. Security, dumb bitch. The chair's on wheels. That would be amazing. That would be so amazing. Yeah, here's hoping. Here's hoping she gone in August. Sorry, ma'am, we're just not renewing your contract. Your time is up. Like I said, there's been no visible moves that's going to happen, or that they're going to. There has been no indication of anything either way. No indication of an extension. No indication that her shit's not going to get renewed. It's fucking radio silence at Lucasfilm right now, other than what's coming out. And I know we all want to know, but we're probably all just going to have to fucking wait longer. Yep. Okay. Well, I have exhausted all my subjects for this evening. Bad Batch ended well. Chris Hemsworth apologized for Thor 4, as he should have, even though it's Taika's fault. So fuck you, anyone who thinks Love and Thunder is good. Thor himself said it sucked, essentially. I mean, he wouldn't have apologized for it if he thought it was good, right? No, he wouldn't have. No, he would not have. So, Bad Batch was decent. Thor Love and Thunder sucked, officially now. And X-Men 97 is still bringing it hard and looks like it's going to be bringing it even harder these next couple episodes. And I am here for that. KK has announced so many productions just for the credit listing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, if she is gone in August, that guarantees her checks for every time her name is on there for EP. So at a minimum, she's guaranteeing herself some retirement. Not that she needs any more, probably. But, you know, that's probably got a lot to do with it. Little backup plan in case they don't renew her shit. Brooke says, I'm probably going to head off for now. Great discussion overall. Pretty good last night watching the Bad Batch finale and X-Men 97. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. All right. I go bye-bye. I'm calling it. We done. Much love and gratitude to all of you, whether you were here live or have managed to make it this far on the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, please like the stream. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please share this hog out, or if you share a clip out if you want to clip something out. Hopefully nothing embarrassing, but if it gets me traffic, honestly, at the bottom line is I don't fucking care. But yeah, spread the chill word, people. Let's get more people up in this community. I mean, you guys are happier here, aren't you? Aren't you? All right. So much love, much thanks. Hopefully see y'all back, if not more of you, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Already shared the link to the stream with some friends. My guy. So we will see you all, and maybe even more, Saturday night. Again, 9 p.m. That's the start time tonight and Saturday night. Eastern, in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, that is. All right. I'm back. And we done. Whoops. Nah, dude, it's cool, man. You got family to deal with. So that is always priority numero uno, bub. Always, bro. Always. And I dig it. You too, man. You take care too, Quest. Alrighty. One mo again. Thank you. Hopefully see you Saturday. And remember, once I get my mouse to work, we can all remember that there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. See ya! Indeed, it was a good discussion tonight. At least I felt that way. I hope you all felt that way. Like everybody. I know a couple of you said so. All I want to do is have a good time with y'all, talking that nerdy stuff. That's all I'm here for, man. To hang out with y'all. Have y'all hang out with me, and we'll just talk some nerdy stuff. And be chill with each other. That's the ultimate goal. Just hanging out as nerds here in the basement and being chill with each other. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ethy's time to go. Again, much love, much thanks. Hopefully see you Saturday. Have a great rest of your week. Peace.